Hi, this is a video and photo compilation of Narrowboat Conqueror's trip from Overwater Marina near Aldlam down to Dunchurch Pools Marina on the North Oxford Canal. We could have done it the easy way, taking just 7 days, but why do that when you can take 17 days, over 219 miles and 257 locks. We've taken some time to plan the journey with stops on the way. So here's me at the tiller, and we're ably assisted by my son Pete, younger hand to help us at the locks, and a good friend of many years, John, who's left his family at home. And we're also assisted by Lola, the Tibetan Terrier. So, leaving Overwater Marina, which is just north of Aldlam on the Shropshire Union. Been a good marina. I'm just looking back, looking at the £27 we've left on the electricity pedestal. So as we turn right onto the Shropshire, we're straight into the 15 locks of the Aldlam flight. Sorry to leave the pork pies at the butcher's and the cakes at Top Lock. Now we're into rural Cheshire and meet 5 more locks at Adderley. The IWA pennant is from Chris Holt, a teacher of mine who got us into canals over 50 years ago. This is an older photo, as today you can't see the Wrekin in the distance. You certainly can smell though that we're in rural Cheshire. And as we approach Market Drayton, we're reminded of its ex-MP who had to resign after looking up tractors in the Commons. There's a lot of history to Market Drayton, and it's a great place to walk around. I'm not particularly in need of a Turkish barber today, and there's plenty to choose from, but I'm in need of a shirt as I've forgotten mine, so a charity shop came in handy. And we finish off the day with a well-earned pint and meal at the Red Lion. It's been a bit damp overnight with lots of heavy rain, so the cagoules are out this morning. The cut's full up there, which is good. So soon after Market Drayton, we've got the 5 locks at Turley to negotiate, complete with their strong bywashes. It's a bit like trying to land a plane in a strong wind coming into a lock sideways. John soon finds another use for the umbrella though. He's not collecting olives, it's damsons this time. Good use of a doggy poo bag. I'm not sure what people must have thought when they saw that bag. Anyway, John, we're still waiting for the jam. Leaving the delightful Turley Wharf and Top Lock, not with a full load of coal or chocolate crumb this time, but damsons. Still a bit damp, but it's not raining. Always lovely to have a chat and a catch up as you pass through locks. The umbrella's still having to come out from time to time, so it's through Woods Eve Cutting and then Grub Street, photo on a sunnier day, and then we arrive at Norbury Junction, and it's great to see the restoration of the 2 GUCC narrowboats coming on. A profusion of berries, but no sign of any winter thrushes yet. We need a good cold snap for that, and the native ivy gives great cover for invertebrates and birds when the weather gets really cold. We've seen quite a few red admirals which feed on the ivy, and these butterflies have started to overwinter in the UK, probably due to climate change. We pass through Wheaton Aston and fuel up at Turner's near Bridge 19. What great service they always give. And then a little bit further on, the delightful village of Brood. Just beware of the pigeons if you moor up on the visitor moorings. We've woken just before 7, and what an absolutely fantastic morning. So the plan today is head out of the Shroppy and down the Wolverhampton flight and on to Dudley, more outside the Black Country Museum, all being well. First signs of a bit of industry in the distance. It's good practice, Pete. There's 21 coming in a minute. Just headed up to Aldersley Junction, and Lola's getting a bit of a stretch. And look just how clear the water is. And I just love the mix of the new and the old. And here we are at Aldersley Junction, turning left straight into the Wolverhampton flight. I really don't know why people have put off the Wolverhampton 21. It's a delightful flight of locks, and you almost feel as if you're out in the country.
Where? Very narrow. It's very narrow, Richard. Straight on. It's jolly narrow and it's all overgrown.
And onto our mooring right outside the Black Country Museum at the Dudley Tunnel portal. We're sitting on a rich seam of limestone which was needed for the manufacture of iron. So we've now got about 2.5 hours this afternoon to have a wander around the Black Country Museum, which I love. So here's Bernard Hales on his tug Enterprise. Lots and lots of canal memorabilia. Back of a butty here. Bit different to how we live on a narrowboat nowadays. And the single cylinder Bowlinder engine with its blowtorch on top. Where's the mobile phone, Pete? And the new pub that's been erected on site. Because we had to go in just to check it out, and as you do when you're in the Midlands, a pint of mild and bitter. and just to finish the afternoon off fish and chips.